Hello, I want to talk about landing pages and also give you a little bit of homework. Now, the landing page report that we find under Behaviour, Site Content, Landing Page. As we mentioned before, this report shows us the pages that people landed on when they first came into our store. So this is their arrival point. And this is a useful report for a number of reasons. It shows us the pages that are most popular when people come into our store, and it tells us other information such as the bounce rate, new users, number of sessions, number of time people spend per session, pages per session. And another thing that this report gives us is it gives us the ability to find out where people came from. So let's click on the first product here with most sessions. And if I look at the table, above the table I have a set of options. If I click on source, it's going to tell me the source of those page views. So I can see for this particular product, the source, by far the biggest referrer, was Google. To go back to where we were, all, landing page, and let's look at the second one, and click source to see the source. And here we go, another set of referrers. So for this one, I can see that Pinterest was by far the largest referrer, Direct 14, Google, different flavors of Pinterest as well. So this gives me an insight as to where people came from when they came to that product. That's from outside of Etsy. Oh, I pressed back by mistake. All and landing page. Okay, so that's useful because it tells us these are the people who actually came to my store. Let's have a look and see where they came from. Source. So Google, Direct, Facebook. So there's some interesting information there about where people came from when they landed in our store for the first time. So that's interesting in its own right. I mean, that you'll notice that the first product that I looked at, I don't think had any Pinterest referrals, or certainly not many. The second one that I looked at had a lot. So that gives me some pointers as to action that I can be taking. That and none of them were very big in Facebook at all, were they? So if I was looking for action points, the ways to increase people into my store, there's a few ideas there. Make sure that everything's pinned that should be pinned. Make sure that I'm more active on Facebook if I want to drive people in via there. That, of course, is telling me people who visited my store from outside. When people arrive in my store from within Etsy, we can tell those views. We need to do a little bit of Sherlock Holmesing here because it comes through. We can tell from the this code here if it has the question mark and the ref equals, we know that that's come from in our store. And if you remember, let's have a quick look at in Etsy. Let's just go anywhere. One moment. Suit, tie and accessories, and let's just pick this blue. I'm just randomly picking, obviously. Okay, so this is the URL as it will be captured in Google Analytics. So this actually tells us that there wasn't a search query because I just randomly typed, and it tells us that it came from search results gallery and it was the 4th position on the gallery. Let's type in a product. What shall we search for? Oh, I don't know, red macrame earrings. Is there such a thing? I'm going to be surprised if there's there are. Okay. So let's click on this one here and let's look. So in the URL that will be captured that we'll see in Google Analytics, we'll say red, it will show us the search term macrame earrings, search results gallery, 4th position. So we can find out a lot about our internal referrers by looking at that code. So this was shop home active position 7. So that's a handy way of looking to see where your referrals came through actually within Etsy. So I mentioned homework, and I want to set you a challenge and see if you can improve some of these metrics. And I'd like you to pick 3 or 4 products, so that will be starting with listings, and I want you to see if you can improve some of these metrics here. So you could also work on improving where visits came from. So on this product here, if you remember, this is the one which I think had very little Pinterest traffic. Yeah, 1. So the challenge that I might set myself, this is the one where near enough everything came from Google. So the challenge that I would set myself will be to increase the referrals. I'm going to post that onto Facebook, Pinterest, and I'm going to see if I can increase the referrals from other places. So that's one of the challenges that I'm going to do. Another challenge that I might do is, right, okay, here's a good one. This listing here, 25 seconds people spend on the site, 23 seconds, 27 seconds, 22 seconds, 52 seconds. So one of the challenges that I might set myself is how can I improve the average duration that people spend when they have come in through this page. I might look at this isn't a good example, but this is a good example. This listing here, it's got a high bounce rate. So my challenge here would be to reduce the bounce rate. Now remember, bounce rate is because people have landed on the page, they don't like what they see, and they bounce straight out. So why have I could work out the numbers, but I can't. So there's 40 sessions, and 87.5% of them bounced out. Why? So my challenge there would be to look at the picture, look at the description, look at the keywords, and see whether or not there's something that I need to do to actually reduce that bounce rate. I might need to look at the data in a little bit more detail. I have a horrible feeling that the problem on that might have been a result of me letting some listings expire, and I hadn't picked it up. And these get fairly high pins, referrals from Pinterest. In fact, I'll be able to work this one out looking at it now. Source. Direct or Google. So yeah, so it could be that people came through to that not through Pinterest, but they came through direct from somewhere else and saw that it was out of stock and that they bounced straight out. So that would be the problem with that page. and something obviously that I should do is make sure I don't let my listings expire. So your challenge is to pick 3 or 4 products and see if you can improve one of the metrics or where they come from on the referrals, and give it a week. Do some tweaking, do a bit of investigation, come up with a plan or a strategy for improving these statistics, and then we'll come back after a week and we'll have a look at them and see how they have improved. Some ideas on the things that you could work on. Pages per session. Getting people to stay on your site is obviously paramount. And having links maybe after the first paragraph or first couple of paragraphs. If you like this product, you'll love this, or these earrings go with this necklace, or this product is also included in this bundle, or something like that. Check out other products in this category, so that you're directing people through your site. Obviously, you'd have it at the bottom as well. Sort of go back to my homepage. So that's one way to increase the time on your site. Another thing that you could do to actually to encourage a greater percentage of existing users would be to give a call to action. If you like this, bookmark this page, favourite this site, favourite the store, follow me on social media, sign up to my newsletter, blah 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 blah. Anything that puts you in touch with people so that you can invite them back to your store and be proactive, or anything that actually puts your store in front of them and actually makes it easy for them to come back and visit your store again. So that's a way of actually increasing the percentage of new users. Bounce rate, as I said, I mean, that's having a look to see why people aren't visiting or are visiting your store and not liking what they're seeing. So those are some things that you could work on to improve these metrics. With regards to referrals, where are the gaps, what aren't you doing, and have a look at doing it. So that's the homework. 3 or 4 products, report back in a week's time, and we'll see how we're faring. Thank you very much. Bye.